as of right now. We're recording. So I'll just kick off. This is Eric with Natural Soft Water Treatment. And Justin, you're on the line with me. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're coming from?
Absolutely. I'm Justin Facetto. I'm here with Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. I'm a company advisor. I do, sales and project management for our HVAC side, electric and plumbing. So we are, we're pretty fortunate to be working with Natural Soft. It's a great product, and kind of here today to talk a little bit more about that.
And I do appreciate it. So tell me, I like to get people's reaction when they first heard about the technology and what our claims are about like what we do. So what did you think honestly when you first heard about the Natural Soft product as far as the scale prevention and sort of the claims laid to how the product works?
Well, I was kind of open to learning more about everything. Being in the sales portion of it, I had to do my research so I could figure out what was going to be the best way to go about to get this into people's homes. So I thought the best way to do that would be to try it in my own home, and it was a blessing ever since. We have. I found myself descaling my coffee pot more so 2 to 3 times every quarter. So every month usually I'm descaling my coffee pot. So after we got the Natural Soft, I had put a fresh pot in there, and it's literally been 100% working now for over a year without any kind of scale buildup, which is so nice. Because there's nothing fun about pouring vinegar in your coffee pot and then having that aftertaste later on.
I hated doing that. I always noticed that it seemed to be there for, I don't know, 90 or 120 days. It's like the fact that you knew you put it in there, you knew it was there for a long time.
Yes, yeah, you did. Yeah, there's always that little backwash, that taste that you would have usually had. So yeah, it was really nice to kind of check that out. And then once I figured out that after just a month of not having to clean it, I was like, all right, well, I trust this product. This is really awesome. I came from a community that was on municipal water, and it's coming off the Missouri River over there in Kansas City. So I knew what was in the water. I know what's in that river. There's nothing clean about it. I knew there was a bunch of disinfectant byproducts, things like that. Runoff from all the farming that was going on here in the in the Midwest region. So, and not just from here in Kansas City, but up in Nebraska and Iowa and everything where the Missouri connects. So I knew the water wasn't that great. My wife was the same. She felt the same way. She wouldn't drink our tap water from the municipal water to save her life. We were getting the Colgan delivered every month, spending like $50 a month on having just fresh water that way. And once we made the switch, obviously we didn't need to do that anymore. The water tasted so perfect. We noticed a complete difference from just the regular tap water, from that almost that chlorine taste to it. And then when I read that it takes out chlorine and chloramine and again byproducts like that come through waste runoff and things like that, it's nice to know that you have the best drinking water in your home. So I went all out and got the Natural Soft 6L, which had the 6-stage water filtration portion of it, and not only just the water filtration, but the actual conditioner as well. So without salt, which is nice because you don't have to lug a bunch of 50-pound bags of Morton salt around. So it was nice, having that option. I felt getting out of the shower, I felt a lot cleaner. Didn't feel like that build up on me from the hard water and things like that. But again, my favorite thing about it was the 6-layer filtration system that went through it. The clean water is just so important. That it's one of the most important things we have in our own lives, that we should all have clean water, and the highest grade water as well. So when we put the Natural Soft in, again, we noticed a difference. We had a young baby at home, and people are telling you to use the baby water and things like that, and we didn't need to do that with the Natural Soft because it was just so perfectly pure. When it says it filters things out down to the 10 micron, it really does. I mean, it tastes so good, and like the buildup and scale buildup is not going to be there, so you're not going to have that in the house, and that's why we just love it.
That was a awesome testimonial from your personal use, and then you shared with me real quick when we spoke before that I think you ended up moving in between too. So
yeah.
Time with the system and then into a new home without treatment, and went back and did what?
Yeah. So again, we sold our house in Kansas City, Kansas, which was again notorious for having, not the best water in town. And that was a huge thing and a huge selling point for our buyer. The fact that we had a whole house water filtration system. Some people just have it just at the faucet with like an RO system maybe, but when you hook the 6L into the main line, it automatically makes a difference. So we moved to our new house a little bit outside of the city limits and out into the kind of a country area, and we noticed again within days of being in there, scale buildup literally within days, scale buildup in our new home. I mean, this is a brand new home. It had been sitting, yeah, as a spec home for like, oh, maybe 100 days or so. So not no one was really using the water much, just to kind of check and see if it worked, obviously. But just coming in from a weekend, I looked underneath the tap and literally saw white little pellet specks starting to form already. And I immediately told my wife, I'm like, we got to get the 6L back in here. We're gonna have the same problem we did, back in Kansas City, Kansas. And so she was like, all right, I guess if you think so. And I was like, I think so. And so she noticed it different too. And she's again, when she shampoos and comes out of ladies in their hair, they only shampoo once a week. So when she does, it feels nice, so she doesn't feel all gross like when she comes out of the shower. So again, she was really really happy about that. We noticed it just immediately, again, just from the faucets and looking at the coffee maker and everything like that. So it's been great. Yeah. So it's, yeah, again, another reason why we love it is because it's just from 1 week of noticing without it. Yeah, it made a difference. Yeah.
It's funny. I always tell people that we don't realize how much we put up with until we filter the water and then we go back to without. So,
Yeah.
so it's fun that you had that experience.
Oh yeah. Down to the T.
Just one other question. So when somebody calls you, they contact Anthony, and what's the process? I mean, we've got various products, but just tell people how they best get in touch with you guys and get help with
Yeah.
quality.
Yeah, absolutely. Just call 913 or 816 Anthony. Ask for, you can ask for a comfort advisor to come out and, look at do a whole home kind of overview. So we check out your windows that, again, feed into the house and make sure, measure wall space, measure your outdoor unit for tonnage, your indoor plumbing supply, and, we check pressure, things like that. So if you can have one of our plumbers come out and do a plumbing estimate, or you can have a comfort advisor do a whole home estimate for new HVAC, new plumbing, electrical, things like that. But we're starting to get in that busy season right now with warmer weather coming up. So if you want to do this, we can get it turned around pretty quick for you. It only takes about a couple hours to install. So you don't really have to worry about having your water shut off for over a day or anything like that. They'll shut off the main line, hook it in, and like I said, I had mine done here at my house, just a couple weeks ago, and it took our plumber about 2.5 hours to do everything. And once the longest part really was just kind of flushing the system at the very beginning. And so if you've got a couple hours and you want the best water in town, by all means, give us a call. We'll do a great job for you. It's got a 10-year parts and labor on it, which is nice. So you're free and clear, just kind of looking at that being said for 10 years. So it makes a difference, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Great. Thanks again, Justin. I really appreciate your time this morning, and
Sure.
man, just have a great day. Like we still got the weather, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful out there. It's allergy season right now too. So again, if you have any allergy concerns, give us a call. We'll help you out. But again, water is one of the most important things we have in our life. Again, it's the lifeblood of everything. So let's make sure it's the purest, and you can get that with Natural Soft. That's for sure.
Thanks, man. We're very happy and proud to be partnered with you guys, and look forward to working with you and helping more people many years in the future.
Sounds good, Eric. Thanks again for having me on today.
Thank you.